Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang dan salam damai sejahtera bagi kita semua. Om Swastiastu. Dan tentunya saya ucapkan selamat datang kepada Mr. Roxy selaku Sales Manager Weintek. Kemudian saya ucapkan selamat datang Mr. Peter Lee selaku Field Application Engineer. Dan saya ucapkan selamat datang pada Mr. Gunawan Setiawan Hutomo selaku Direktur PT Handal Yesindo Sejahtera. Dan kami ucapkan selamat datang kepada Mr. Chung Peter Julian selaku Komisaris PT Handal Yesindo Sejahtera. Dan tentunya juga untuk Anda semua para peserta seminar isi akses Weintek yang telah meluangkan waktunya pada siang hari ini. Adapun beberapa susunan acara yang akan saya sebutkan pada siang hari ini untuk seminar kita pada siang hari ini. Ada opening, kemudian akan ada seminar di sesi yang pertama, yaitu ada presentasi company profile dari PT Handal Yesindo Sejahtera. Kemudian akan ada presentasi company profile dari Weintek Taiwan. Dan kemudian dilanjutkan presentasi Weintek product list. Setelah itu kita akan ada coffee break dan dipersilakan bagi Bapak Ibu yang akan sholat. Kemudian kita akan lanjutkan masuk pada seminar sesi yang kedua, di mana di sesi yang kedua akan ada presentasi isi akses Weintek dan demo produknya. Kemudian akan ada sesi tanya jawab bagi Bapak Ibu yang ingin bertanya, karena narasumber akan menjawab. Dan tidak kalah menariknya juga akan ada door prize. Baik, untuk seminar sesi yang pertama kami persilakan kepada Mr. Chung Peter Julian selaku Komisaris PT Handal Yesindo Sejahtera untuk mempresentasikan company profile dari PT Handal Yesindo Sejahtera. Bapak Ibu, saya silakan dengan hormat kita berikan aplaus yang meriah untuk Mr. Chung Peter Julian.
Selamat siang Bapak Ibu sekalian. Sudah kenyang? Kalau sudah kenyang biasanya ngantuk. Dalam waktu sebentar saja saya akan mempresentasikan company profile dari PT Handal Yesindo Sejahtera. Ada banyak teman-teman yang saya lihat di sini yang sudah lama mungkin saya tidak pernah ketemu. Ada Pak Bambang dari Suka, sudah lama tidak pernah ketemu. Ada juga dari teman-teman di sini. Saya mengucapkan terima kasih atas partisipasi Bapak Ibu sekalian mau datang ke tempat ini dan mengikuti seminar dari PT Handal. Oke. Hari ini kita berbicara tentang isi akses, yaitu produk dari Weintek. Tapi sebelumnya kita akan presentasikan mengenai perusahaan kita PT Handal Yesindo Sejahtera. PT Handal Yesindo Sejahtera didirikan tahun 2001, bergerak di bidang electrical dan automation. 2001 berarti sekarang 2015 sudah 14 tahun Bapak Ibu sekalian. Kalau dihitung-hitung berarti masih anak SMP, masih kecil, berarti masih muda, masih butuh banyak bantuan dari Bapak Ibu sekalian supaya kita bisa lebih maju. Dan kita bergeraknya di bidang electrical dan automation, khusus di bidang ini aja. Dan tolong berikutnya ini. Apa servis kita? Ada beberapa. Pertama, bergerak di bidang automation system design, yaitu membuat sistem baru di bidang automation, di bidang electrical untuk mesin baru ataupun modifikasi dari mesin-mesin yang lama, supaya outputnya lebih tinggi, efisiensi lebih bagus. Kedua, juga kita melakukan mechanical electrical, jadi pembuatan panel power, kapasitor bank, tray, dan juga penarikan kabel. Ketiga, juga kita punya kelas untuk training di bidang automation. Ada beberapa kelas training seperti untuk PLC, inverter, servo, HMI. Dan kita juga punya namanya energy saving system. Seperti Bapak Ibu tahu sekalian bahwa setiap tahun listrik tambah turun, salah ya? Setiap tahun harga listrik tambah naik, ya. Sehingga kita butuh efisiensi. Nah, PT Handal menyediakan teknologi baru di electrical, di kelistrikan, sehingga kita dapat mengefisiensikan biaya listrik kita. Ini adalah beberapa referensi project kita di bidang automation. Jadi project kita selain ada di Surabaya, juga ada di luar kota dan juga ada di luar negeri. Meskipun ada beberapa yang kita kerjakan langsung, ada juga yang kita subcon. Jadi bekerjasama dengan mesin maker untuk melakukan project di luar negeri maupun di luar kota. Ini adalah beberapa foto tentang training class dan juga pekerjaan kita di mechanical dan electrical. Jadi Bapak Ibu sekalian, kalau misalnya punya pabrik baru, kemudian mau bikin mechanical electrical, bisa Pak, monggo, kita bisa bantu. Ini beberapa project kita untuk energy saving system. Jadi ini aplikasinya seperti di blower, fan, ada juga di beberapa di mall, di elevatornya kita pasang sistem sehingga intinya listriknya bisa bayar lebih murah. Saving berapa? Rata-rata minimal 20% bisa dapat Pak. Bahkan ada yang bisa sampai 50-60%. Dan terbukti Pak. Oke. Nah, selain mengerjakan beberapa proyek, kita juga menjadi distributor untuk beberapa brand terkenal di dunia. Kita menjadi distributor resmi untuk produk merek Panasonic, yaitu servo dan PLC. Simpo dari Jepang, Weintek dari Taiwan, Silin dari Taiwan, Fastek dari Korea, Advantech dari Taiwan, SMEC dari Amerika. Kita juga menjadi channel partner untuk Fuji Electric dari Jepang dan juga KBK dari Jerman. Untuk Panasonic, ini mungkin Bapak sering juga melihat atau juga sudah sering kali order kita. Itu Panasonic kita distributor resmi di Indonesia untuk servo dan PLC. Jadi Bapak kalau butuh PLC atau servo bisa kontak ke kita. Untuk yang terbaru, servo kita adalah A52. Nah, ini tahun depan atau pertengahan tahun depan akan keluar seri yang terbaru lagi, seri A6. Hampir sebagian besar mesin maker di Indonesia kalau pakai servo pasti kebanyakan pakai servo Panasonic. Itu kenyataannya Pak di sini. Jadi kita boleh dibilang kalau di Indonesia servo market leader di Indonesia. Jadi stok kita juga banyak. Kita dari stok mulai 100 watt sampai sekarang 7,5 kW kita dari stok. Jadi kadang dari beberapa customer itu memakai servo dari brand lain. Cuman kesulitannya adalah nggak ada di stok. Terutama kayak servo-servo Eropa. Indenya bisa 3-4 bulan, padahal mesin tidak boleh berhenti. Kita banyak melakukan penggantian itu Pak. Dan semuanya oke-oke saja sampai sekarang. Oke. Untuk PLC juga sama, kita juga distributor resmi. Berikutnya adalah Simpo. Simpo adalah produk dari Jepang. Simpo ini mengkhususkan diri di bidang planetary gearbox. Dia sudah mulai tahun sekitar 52 mulai bergerak di bidang planetary gearbox. Apa bedanya planetary gearbox dengan worm gear? Kalau Bapak mungkin di pabrik sering lihatnya worm gear. Kalau kita larinya ke planetary gearbox, apa kelebihannya itu? Efisiensinya tinggi. Kalau worm gear mungkin 50-60%, jadi banyak loss yang terbuang, banyak daya yang terbuang. Kalau kita pakai planetary gearbox, efisiensinya tinggi, bisa 95% ke atas. Kemudian adalah size-nya jauh lebih kecil. Kemudian tidak ada power yang terbuang karena efisiensi tinggi. Hanya pasti adalah backlash-nya kecil sekali. Kalau kita bicara worm gear, backlash 5 derajat, 10 derajat. Kalau kita sudah main servo, kita tujuan pakai servo tujuannya itu apa? Supaya presisi. Tapi kemudian di-connect ke worm gear. Saya rasa itu tidak berguna. Karena apa? Kita pakai servo tujuannya presisi, dipasang worm gear yang kocak, sehingga banyak sekali bermasalah. Jadi pasangannya seharusnya adalah planetary gearbox yang backlash-nya 0,0 berapa derajat. Oke. Produk berikutnya ada Silin dari Taiwan, merek dari Taiwan, di mana kita distributor untuk inverter maupun servo. Oke. Fastek dari Korea, Fast step adalah basically dia pada dasarnya merupakan stepper motor yang dimodifikasi sehingga bisa bergerak sama seperti servo. Dia punya beberapa produk, ada easy servo yang dimana aplikasinya sama seperti servo motor, easy stepper untuk menggantikan stepper, easy aktuator di mana stepper atau servo motornya digabungkan dengan gearbox tertentu. Ada juga yang easy aktuator yang sebelah kanan itu seperti linear aktuator, Pak. Oke, next. Satu lagi yaitu kita menjadi distributor di Indonesia untuk produk Weintek LTD. Weintek adalah satu brand di Taiwan yang terkenal untuk IPC. Boleh dibilang dia di seluruh dunia market share untuk IPC paling tinggi. IPC adalah industri PC di mana PC yang khusus untuk industri, standarnya industri. Biasanya banyak dipakai untuk proses di mining ataupun di pertambangan ataupun di pabrik-pabrik kertas selalu banyak pakai IPC. Dan hampir 80% pasti menggunakan produk dari Weintek. Weintek juga punya CNC controller. Jadi kalau Bapak punya CNC controller, punya mesin CNC-nya sekarang rusak. Aduh, saya bingung mau kemana nih. Kita bisa bantu untuk gantikan CNC controllernya atau istilahnya kita sebut retrofit. Mesin CNC Bapak rusak, lama, tidak tahu kemana, mau perbaikinya bisa kontak kita untuk kita bantu untuk retrofit sehingga mesinnya kembali berjalan normal. Jadi Weintek adalah mempunyai satu produk CNC controller. Berikutnya adalah SMAC. SMAC ini satu produk dari Amerika yang mengkhususkan diri di bidang programmable electric actuator. Jadi sama seperti valve. Kalau yang selama ini kita tahu hydraulic valve ataupun pneumatic valve. Ya. Kalau ini adalah electric valve, electric actuator. Kelebihan daripada SMAC yaitu adalah dia bisa diprogram posisinya, bisa diprogram speednya, dan juga bisa diprogram torsinya. Kalau pneumatik, kita susah sekali untuk program. Saya mau jalankan stroke-nya 5,2 cm. Paling kita tambahkan 2 sensor atau tambahkan beberapa sensor. Tapi kalau ini tidak perlu, Pak. Jadi kita bisa program dan akurasinya bukan senti, Pak. Akurasinya adalah 5 mikrometer, Pak. Jadi boleh dibilang sangat amat presisi. Berikutnya adalah kita bisa setting atau bisa program speednya. Kalau di pneumatik berarti kita tinggal besarkan anginnya. Oh, mau lebih banter ya banter, anginnya dibuka banter. Kalau hidrolik berarti pressure-nya kita tambah. Kalau di sini kita bisa program by programming. Speednya kita mau berapa? Torsinya mau berapa persen? 50%, 60%, 70%, 20%, bisa semua, Pak. Jadi programmable. Dan satu lagi yang merupakan satu kelebihan dari SMAC adalah dia adalah long life cycle time dan sudah proven terbukti di aplikasi-aplikasi yang mereka lakukan adalah sampai 100 juta kali stroke. 100 juta kali. Tahu saya kalau pneumatik di bawah, jauh di bawah itu. Kalau 100 juta bisa 10 tahun, 15 tahun tidak akan pernah rusak. Jadi ini sudah proven, sudah terbukti di aplikasi yang mereka SMAC lakukan. Berikutnya adalah need no air, karena di electrical tidak perlu udara, tidak perlu kompresor. Tidak ada yang nama ceritanya, oh kompresornya anginnya bocor, tidak perlu, Pak. Itu. Dan kelebihannya adalah karena tidak perlu kompresor, dia pasti saving energy. Karena kalau pakai pneumatik kita harus nyalakan kompresornya terus, nyalakan motor untuk kompresornya terus, meskipun mungkin valve-nya tidak dipakai. Kalau ini tidak, ya kita butuhkan kita nyalakan. Itu. Demikian mengenai SMAC dari Amerika. Next, Fuji elektrik, Bapak Ibu sudah banyak tahu. Yaitu Fuji elektrik ada inverter yang sudah tahan banting, sudah terbukti. Di Indonesia market share-nya cukup besar. Dia punya produk baru namanya Phrenic Mega. Bukan karena PDI jadi presiden atau PDI Ibu Mega, enggak, tapi memang produknya namanya Friendly Mega, enggak ada hubungannya. Oke, berikutnya adalah next, KBK. KBK adalah manufaktur dari Jerman yang memproduksi khusus untuk kopling. Karena perusahaan kita banyak bermain di servo, maka kita banyak sekali memerlukan kopling. Dia punya metal belloc coupling, punya servo coupling, punya safety coupling, punya locking device. Itu. Dan kelebihannya dari produk ini adalah fast delivery. Kalau mungkin biasanya kalau Bapak punya bayangan, wah produk dari Jerman paling cepat 3 bulan baru sampai, 4 bulan baru sampai. Enggak, Pak. Mereka bisa kirim dalam waktu 2-3 minggu sudah sampai ke sini. Karena ngirimnya semua pakai DHL. Terus kemudian dia punya banyak sekali clamping option. Jadi kalau servo coupling, contohnya servo coupling, dia punya beberapa tipe clampingnya. Clamping yang paling bagus yang mana? Yang sering kita tahu tuh pakai set screw. Jadi kayak misalnya Bapak mungkin sering pakai encoder, ada 3 titik yang kita pasang baut, itu set screw. Itu yang clamping yang paling sederhana, tapi yang paling sering bermasalah karena kalau kita putar lama-lama skrunya kendor. Dia punya namanya collet clamp, ada split hub, ada banyak macam tipe clamping sesuai dengan kebutuhan kita. Oke, next. Dan topik kita hari ini, start kita hari ini adalah Weintek. Ya, kita distributor Indonesia untuk Weintek. Weintek adalah perusahaan yang mengkhususkan diri hanya membuat HMI, tidak buat yang lain-lainnya. Karena mengkhususkan diri, boleh dibilang dia sangat amat profesional untuk urusan touchscreen. Nanti perwakilan dari Weintek akan lebih banyak cerita mengenai produk mereka. Oke. Oh ya, saya lupa Pak. Satu lagi, Weintek kelebihannya adalah karena dia mengkhususkan diri di produk ini. Satu kelebihannya adalah touchscreen ini bisa kompatibel ke most PLC brand. Kalau di sini sebutkan 150 compatible with 150 PLC brand. Jadi Bapak pakai PLC merek apapun seharusnya bisa connect ke touchscreen Weintek. Kemarin saya lihat di website mereka bukan cuma 150, ternyata sudah menjadi 250 Pak. Jadi touchscreen-nya bukan cuma connect PLC, tapi bisa juga connect ke temperatur kontrol langsung, bisa connect ke barcode reader langsung, tidak perlu PLC. Itu kelebihannya dari Weintek. Oke. Next adalah, mungkin Bapak bertanya, benar nggak kalau PT Andalus ngomong distributor? Karena banyak sekali perusahaan yang ngakunya distributor, ternyata bukan. Nah, ini beberapa dari distributor letter certificate yang diberikan oleh semua prinsipal kita kepada kita. Apa kelebihannya kita menjadi distributor? Apa kelebihan Bapak beli kepada kita sebagai distributor? Yang pasti produknya terjamin, Pak. Ya, mungkin banyak sekali perusahaan lain yang menawarkan saya bisa lebih murah, saya bisa lebih bagus, saya bisa harganya lebih murah. Tapi apakah benar mereka distributor resmi? Nah, tanda tanya. Kalau kita bisa dilihat dari distributor letter certificate. Jadi masalah price, masalah produknya resmi apa enggak, yang benar apa enggak. Terus kemudian yang penting adalah warranty. Karena kita didukung oleh prinsipal langsung, maka warranty-nya juga dari prinsipal, Pak. Seperti Weintek, dia memberikan warranty. Kalau ada masalah, kita langsung kirim ke Weintek dan mereka akan merespon. Kalau black market segala macam kita nggak tahu. Dan seringkali beberapa customer dari kita, mereka beli lebih murah dari black market. Kemudian kalau rusak ke kita, tanya ini biaya ini rusak ini. Bapak belinya di mana? Oh belinya dari sini. Oh ya udah kita tidak bisa ngomong karena bukan belinya di distributor resmi, belinya di black market yang kita nggak tahu bagaimana warranty-nya. Demikian. Oke, saya rasa cukup sekian. Satu lagi PT Andal ada di 3 kota, di Surabaya, ada di Semarang, dan juga ada di Jakarta. Jakarta kita di Cikarang, di Jababeka. Jadi kalau Bapak mungkin pabriknya, saya punya pabrik itu bukan cuma di Surabaya, ada di daerah Jakarta, gimana untuk follow up atau technical backupnya? Tidak masalah Pak, kita bisa bantu. Kita punya teknisi, kita punya engineer di sana yang bisa bantu. Jadi Bapak beli di sini atau beli di sana sama aja. Technical backup juga sama. Kita punya semuanya. Di Semarang juga sama. Ada beberapa customer kita juga dari Semarang. Gimana? Tidak apa-apa. Nanti kita bisa kirimkan dari teknisi kita di Semarang. Demikian Pak. Terima kasih untuk waktunya. Sekian presentasi dari PT Handal. Terima kasih.
Baik, terima kasih kepada Mr. Chung Peter Julian yang sudah menyampaikan presentasinya tentang company profile dari PT Handal. Benar-benar handal sekali ya, distributor yang resmi juga gitu ya. Baik, Bapak Ibu, selanjutnya kita akan bersama-sama mempersilahkan Mr. Roxy untuk mempresentasikan company profile dari Weintek Taiwan. Sekali lagi kita berikan aplaus yang meriah untuk Mr. Roxy. Dan jangan khawatir, nanti akan ditranslate oleh Mr. Chung Peter Julian. Waktu dan tempat kami persilakan.
Okay, gentlemen and ladies, thank you for your coming for this seminar. My name is Rock, the sales rep from Weintek. Firstly, I'm very appreciative we have this opportunity can introduce our company and the products in Indonesia. In fact, we know Indonesia is a beautiful country, and the people in Indonesia is working very hard and want to learning very much about the technology. So I know I am very respect and I am impressed about Mr. Your president, Mr. Jokowi, and I reading about his news, and I know he said a word. People need to change. What is meaning the change? Because when we change, it's meaning we are improving. Because we want to learning about the news, and not only learning about anything, any kind of news. We also want to create our mind. We want to create it. We open our mind. We want to creating a new something. So I think the people in Indonesia not only to doing anything, also can create their mind, their idea for the industry, any kind of application. So I'm very thank you for your coming, and I'm also thank you about PT Handal, because PT Handal to holding this seminar, we are very appreciated. If without the PT Handal, we take also without any chance can introduce our company products in Indonesia. Thank you. And then I want to please all of you to watching our video to understand who we are, the Weintek. Thank you.
Terjemahnya terlalu panjang, Pak.
Weintek, founded in Taiwan in 1995, has over 200 sales offices and distributors worldwide. With dedication to research and development of HMI products, its two leading brands, EasyView and WEINVIEW, bring you professionalism, excellent performance, creativity, and customer satisfaction. Now Weintek's top research team presents a new model, MT8000X, featuring speed, best quality, visual aesthetics, and ultimate performance. Its high-speed 500 MHz microprocessor does outstanding data calculation to support live graphic display, complicated animation processing, and communication enhancement. The sensitive, accurate, and reliable touch panel, maintaining at least million-time continuous operations. Its high-quality LCD monitor display has an extraordinarily clear and vivid screen, a wide viewing angle, and perfect color. Each MT8000 is equipped with serial ports so you can simultaneously connect 3 different types of PLCs or controllers. Standard USB ports enhance X-Series expansibility. The Ethernet function ensures data exchange and transmission to remote HMI or devices. Focused on, easy to use, EB8000 configuration software swiftly completes an engineering project. Even complex engineering design can be easily done and run in MT8000X display. Through the Ethernet, HMIs can communicate and access dynamic data in between. Multiple HMIs can be operated, controlled, and monitored in one computer. EB8000 configuration software supports data log, event log, and data sampling, which can be stored in exterior devices. With its combination of hardware and software, Weintek brand stands for ease of use, professionalism, and is pioneering the future in leading HMI.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. I want to introduce our company. Our company name is Weintek. We are focused on developer and manufacture HMI products. And our company founded in the 1995 in Taiwan. And we also have the sub company in ShenZhen in the 2004 years. So this is our company, our motto, our target is to be a professional about HMI manufacture.
Weintek berdiri tahun 95. Dia profesional di HMI, di hardware dan juga di software. Dan kemudian dia tahun 2004 mendirikan ShenZhen Weintek dengan brand WEINVIEW.
Okay, this is our history about most important schedule in different years. We are founded in 1995. In the beginning, we also have the R&D and factory in Taiwan. And 2004, we go into China and have a company in China, in Shenzhen. So we use in the 2007 years, we also go to Korea. So we also have the third company in Korea. And 2010 years, we use our brand Weintek to promotion products in America and Europe.
Jadi tahun 95 mereka mendirikan pabrik di Taiwan dengan nama Weintek. Tahun 2004 mereka mendirikan di Cina, di Shenzhen untuk market Cina. Tahun 2007 mereka juga masuk ke pasar Korea, jadi mereka punya pabrik juga di Korea. Dan tahun 2010 menggunakan brand Weintek untuk Amerika dan Eropa market.
Okay, in the beginning, our company name is Weintek, but in the beginning, our logo brand is EasyView. I guess maybe some customers or some people will listen about our brand EasyView. What is the meaning about EasyView? EasyView is mean we hope easy to view, because you know HMI is the interface like an LCD. You want to touch the screen and the control system, the panel. So in the beginning, we hope we use the EasyView for control the HMI. And our company name, you can see our company name is Weintek. What is the meaning about Weintek? This word is meaning window. Windows like a window. And this word is meaning electrical. Electrical is meaning electrical products. So what is meaning about the I? I is meaning information. So the word of the N is meaning the network. So our company name is Weintek, and we go into the China. We use the WEINVIEW as our brand in the China marketing, and we also use the Weintek for the foreign country, for the worldwide country. So in right now, maybe some customer will know our products brand about the WEINVIEW, about the Weintek, but the Weintek, we are the headquarters in Taiwan. We promotion the Weintek and the products is manufactured from Taiwan. We promotion our Weintek, the main brand to the worldwide marketing.
Oke, jadi mungkin kalau dulu tahun 95 mereka waktu mengeluarkan produk mereknya, brandnya EasyView. Jadi kayak misalnya mobil Toyota mungkin Astra atau Toyota mungkin Avanza. Jadi mereka pada saat pertama kali mengeluarkan produk mereknya EasyView. Kemudian untuk di Cina mereka menggunakan merek WEINVIEW untuk Cina market. Nah, Weintek untuk produk di luar itu ya, Taiwan, Cina, Amerika dan lain-lainnya.
Okay, this is a product roadmap. Very simple idea. I shortly to introduce about what different. MT200 series is meaning our beginning the HMI. Maybe people will know the control panel, the system control panel. In the past, mostly use the switch or lamp or any traditional about the switch components in the control panel. But in the beginning, we want to develop the HMI to control because the HMI, if you can decide the different property, the object on the HMI, you can easily and useful to control your system. But in 1999 years, this years is very important because when every maker doing the HMI use the monocolor, maybe you have seen the monocolor HMI. In the 1999 years, we are the first one maker to develop the full color HMI in the worldwide. So we also have different model series, also MT8000 series. What kind of different idea about the MT8000 series? Because in the past, the HMI only can connection one PLC, but in this new series, MT8000 series, we hope one HMI can connection different PLC or different HMI can connection one PLC. The idea is an end-to-end connection network. So in the very in the beginning, our products, our R&D, we want to doing this work, but in right now, maybe I think maybe many people will hurry about one word, Industry 4.0. This is a new concept, but in the beginning we already to do this work.
Oke. Jadi pada saat mulai produksi mereka memproduksi tipe MT200 yang digunakan untuk menggantikan switch saja. Jadi kalau dulu di panel yang lama banyak pakai switch, tombol, dan mereka memproduksi MT200. Tahun 1999 adalah tahun yang penting bagi mereka karena saat itu banyak juga kompetitor yang mulai membuat touchscreen tapi masih monocolor. Jadi tahun 1999 mereka mulai memproduksi touchscreen yang benar-benar full color. Dan itu yang mereka pertama kali buat. Kemudian MT600 itu idenya adalah satu touchscreen bisa untuk banyak PLC atau sebaliknya satu PLC bisa dihandle untuk beberapa touchscreen. Itu MT600 tahun 2004.
Okay, this is our most famous series, MT500 famous. Why I want to introduce this series? Because this series is our first full-color HMI in the worldwide. And we are very understand the product's lifetime is very important. So this series we promotion in the worldwide marketing over 10 years. We hope we can to doing a stable and develop stable and reliable the products for customer for the industry application marketing.
Jadi ini tipe yang MT505 adalah tipe yang paling terkenal di Weintek di beberapa tahun yang lalu karena mereka full color.
Okay, this MT8000 series. This series we use new CPU because in the past our CPU grade is 200 MHz, but we are also keeping developing the hardware and keeping doing the developer the software. And in this series, as I say, we also doing the network connection together because we hope the industry, the connection, the application, not to island, not to want to just a small island doing business. We hope different HMI, different PLC can connection like a network. So in the beginning, this series beginning, we hope the HMI, the information can connection together.
Untuk MT8000 ini juga CPU yang baru, di mana dulu mereka menggunakan CPU yang beratnya 200 MHz dan mereka mulai berpikir untuk network communication. Jadi bukan cuman PLC ke touchscreen, tapi juga larinya mulai ke network connection.
Okay, this series is our also main product series in our current model type. Is EMT3000 series. This series we use the aluminum case to doing our HMI case because in the past most HMI is use the practice case, but we hope increase the products, the performance and reliable the products to doing using on the industry. So we keeping developer, we keeping learning, we keeping want to creating the new model. We want to creating the best products for industry marketing.
Okay. Tipe MT juga tipe yang baru dan juga tipe yang penting di produksi Weintek sekarang. Kelebihan daripada EMT adalah casingnya menggunakan aluminium, di mana untuk produk-produk yang lain dan juga komputer lain kebanyakan pakai plastik. Sehingga kalau menggunakan aluminium seharusnya jauh lebih bagus dan lebih baik. Dan salah satu opsi atau salah satu target daripada tipe ini adalah untuk supaya bisa mengeluarkan produk-produk baru sesuai dengan kebutuhan pasar.
Okay. This page is meaning introduce our software. Laterly, my partner Peter will show about feature about the software. But I want to show you what kind of different HMI software about and different about the standard software. Because in the mind, standard software is the pointer, the trend, the history, alarm history, data history. We want to store the history information in HMI and develop and display like a trend and history like a phone type on the HMI. So our HMI software doing the different object can help the customer develop different project on the HMI. But what kind about our know-how about HMI? Because we have 20 years old about doing the HMI, but in this past 20 years old, we also keeping to develop the communication protocol, like the motor bus, like a different kind PLC. You can say, if you want to say, if your HMI can connection Mitsubishi, Panasonic, and another PLC model type. If you can say the HMI, all in the world, almost our HMI can connection different PLC. So this is our feature, our know-how in our software.
Selain produk hardware yang juga dikhususkan oleh Weintek adalah masalah software. Jadi tadi dijelaskan bedanya HMI dan SCADA. Selama ini bahan kita SCADA adalah bisa menampilkan trending, historical alarm, history dan macam-macam. Nah, software daripada HMI Weintek dikembangkan terus sehingga suatu saat akan pasti bisa menggantikan SCADA. Dan juga untuk komunikasi, tadi juga sebutkan, komunikasi dikembangkan terus sehingga bisa connect ke banyak protokol seperti Modbus ataupun ke Mitsubishi ataupun ke brand-brand PLC yang lainnya.
Okay, this page I want to introduce about the very most important point in 2007 years, because in that years we are the first one in worldwide to doing the 7-inch HMI in the worldwide marketing. And in that year, we got our products sold to promotion into the America marketing. And we also, because this picture is meaning the Control Engineer magazine in America. He offer a award to us because we are the best products in last year to the worldwide marketing. And very interesting point in right now. Maybe some customer will thinking 7-inch HMI is very popular in worldwide marketing, like Omron, like Fuji, like Siemens. They also doing the 7-inch. Also in Taiwan, the other different manufacturer doing the HMI. They also doing the 7-inch. But I want to sharing about sharing about idea, because we are the first one doing the 7-inch. In the past, we don't understand how about the HMI size is better for customer. So we decide our cut out the HMI size to the marketing. But as I say, different manufacturer, they also doing the 7-inch model type in worldwide. Their cut-out size and their HMI size is the same size with us. So we are very glad we have this chance, we have this opportunity, can doing a leading company in the worldwide marketing.
Jadi tahun 2007 juga suatu tahun yang penting bagi Weintek. Kenapa? Saat itu mereka yang pertama kali di dunia mengeluarkan touchscreen ukuran 7 inch. Dan juga tahun itu mereka juga masuk ke market Amerika. Dan juga mereka mendapatkan penghargaan dari majalah Control Engineering yang merupakan majalah dari Amerika yang membuktikan bahwa mereka adalah pertama kali masuk ke touchscreen 7 inch. Mungkin produk lain seperti Omron atau merek-merek lain juga menyebutkan bahwa mereka memproduksi touchscreen 7 inch. Siapa yang duluan? Nah, terbukti bahwa produk Weintek, kalau touchscreen selalu ada cutout, panel cutout. Sebelum kita pasang touchscreen ke panel, kita harus lubangi panelnya. Nah, ternyata produk-produk yang lain ini ukuran cutoutnya sama persis punyanya Weintek. Jadi mereka bisa klaim bahwa Weintek mengklaim bahwa orang lain yang mengikuti panel cutout mereka dan mengikuti 7 inch mereka.
Okay. this is our marketing about marketing situation in the worldwide marketing. Focusedly, we promotion products in the American marketing and the European marketing and the Asia marketing. In the worldwide, we have in the worldwide marketing. We working with distributor in the marketing, worldwide marketing around 56 countries to promotion our products in right now.
Ini adalah strategi dari Weintek, di mana mereka juga masuk ke benua Amerika dan benua Eropa dan pasti juga Asia. Dan di seluruh dunia mereka punya 56 distributor, 56 negara. Jadi market mereka 56 negara saat ini.
Okay, this marketing situation in China. The blue point is mean our company location, and the red point is mean our service office in the China marketing. About in China, we use the WEINVIEW local brand in promotion in China marketing, and we have the best service warranty service in the China marketing. So the WEINVIEW local, if some customer they in the China they use the WEINVIEW's local brand, if their products have different sometimes have some issue about the software and the hardware, they can connect our service office in China. And about the Weintek and the EasyView brand, if the customer they use our EasyView and the Weintek brand, they also have the warranty in our foreign country. Also, if your HMI or your system use the Weintek brand, sell into China marketing, you can also use our service in the China office.
Jadi dalam market di China, untuk warna biru adalah company location mereka, untuk warna merah adalah service office mereka. Kemudian untuk produk merek WEINVIEW adalah untuk market di China. Sedangkan produk merek EasyView dan Weintek di luar China. Tapi kalau misalnya Bapak beli merek EasyView ataupun Weintek dan kemudian dikirim ke China, ada masalah, bisa minta bantuan untuk servis di lokal China.
Okay, this is some picture about our exhibition in the worldwide. Every years we will go to the Germany to doing the business promotion exhibition. And in China, the down left picture is the exhibition in China. And also in right hand, below in right hand is the promotion in America. So we hope we can try. We want to pass through the different opportunity to introduce our products. We hope our company products can introduce it, and the people can learning about and understand about our products.
Ini ada beberapa foto eksibisi yang mereka ikuti di Jerman, di Cina, di Amerika. Dan Weintek berharap Bapak Ibu bisa mensupport mereka, dan juga kita dari Weintek bisa mensupport untuk apapun yang Bapak lakukan.
Okay, our advantage is a professional HMI manufacturer and competitive about different brand. We hope our products is full of the competitive advantage for the marketing, and we hope our HMI products is reliable and user friendly to use to learning our products.
Ini kelebihan daripada Weintek, dia profesional, kan sudah 20 tahun bergerak hanya di bidang Weintek, di bidang touchscreen saja, ini aja, dan juga berharap bisa kompetitif dari sisi harga, reliable, jadi memang bisa terjamin, dan juga penggunanya supaya bisa user friendly.
In final, I want to, because just wait, this year is our 20th 20 years in our company to our company to promotion our products for worldwide marketing for a long time, 20 years. So in final, I want to share about information about in the worldwide marketing to you to understand who we are and what kind of situation about our products in worldwide marketing. Okay, thank you for your listening.
yang mulia untuk Mr. Roxy yang sedang menyampaikan presentasinya Weintek Taiwan. Ya, masih semangat Bapak Ibu? Masih. Tepuk tangan buat Anda sendiri dong. Lebih semangat lagi kita bertepuk tangan buat diri kita sendiri. Oke, luar biasa. Baik, sesaat lagi kita akan bersama-sama untuk presentasi selanjutnya, yaitu presentasi Weintek Product List. Untuk itu waktu dan tempat kami persilakan kepada Mr. Peter Lee. Kita berikan aplaus yang meriah untuk Mr. Peter Lee.
Mohon maaf Bapak-Ibu sekalian, sebelumnya saya tanya apa perlu diterjemahkan apa tidak usah Pak? Menurut Bapak-Ibu sekalian perlu diterjemahkan apa dari tampilan aja cukup? Cukup Pak ya? Tidak perlu diterjemahkan karena dia ngomongnya terlalu panjang, saya juga tidak ingat ngomong apa Pak. Oke, terima kasih.
Slides? Okay. All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Peter. I'm a application engineer at Weintek, Taiwan. And thanks, Rob, for the introduction. I'm gonna talk about our newer products that we are featuring this year, like 2015. When I talk about product, I'm talking not only the HMI. As Rob said, we focus a lot on the software. So, as you probably know, we are going to do a big introduction of our newest software feature at the end, the Easy Access 2.0. So, but before that, we'll introduce the HMI first. So the focus products this year, 2015, is, as you see on the screen, the IE series, the XE series, and the MTV series. So the IE series, this is what we call our most featured product. The size goes from 4.3 inch to 10 inch. So this includes a 7-inch product, which Rock mentioned, which we started in the industry. So let's look at some of the spec of this product. So compared to this previous generation, the I series, we actually made the HMI a lot thinner. So it went from 40 milliliter to 34 milliliter. And it's now thinner, but remember, we are making the performance going up rather than down, but we make it smaller. So it makes the design to fit in your control box a lot easier. You don't have to worry much about how it's gonna fit in your control room. And then next, please. And the previous, yeah. About the spec of the CPU, it features a 600 megahertz CPU. So I series was 400. This is 600. It's even faster, and we have done a lot of speed tests to prove that. And you can see from the slides that we reduce the startup time, the POC reading time, and how the shape display time. It's all reduced a lot in our in-house test. Yeah, and the next, the IE series still has the power isolation of the power of the motherboard. So the power isolation will ensure that your HMI is immune from the bad power surges, especially in factories. Usually the power you have, the power condition you cannot predict what kind of power condition you're gonna get. So the power isolation will help you avoid a lot of power problems that you see in different applications. Other than that, we have the coating. We do the PCB coatings on our motherboard, so it it will protect the motherboard, basically protect your HMI from malfunction because of bad conditions like humid weather, especially, well, every place is different. I mean, your HMI goes to everywhere. So our job is to try to make the HMI, make it as strong as possible. So we have the PCB coating, the power isolation, and also we have the isolation of the RS485 serial communication port. So this, kind of similar to the power isolation. Basically, it helps you protect any bad signal that coming from a serial port. So also keeps your HMI from burning out due to bad lines. And our IE series have the UL, the Underwriters Lab certification from it's a worldwide certification. So it's good for you to show your customers that our products are actually internationally certified for the customers. And there are a lot of features on our products, so I'm not going to list all of them, but you can see from the catalog that you received in your package that about the details of the IE series. And now let's move on to the XE series. The XE series, so after the IE series, we have demands for bigger screens. I mean, people are not satisfied with 5-inch, 7-inch, 10-inch. So now our TVs, it goes now to 50-inch, 60-inch TV. We want bigger and bigger. And so are the HMI users. So XE series is our answer to the bigger and more powerful too, also more powerful HMIs. So the XE series goes from 9-inch up to 15-inch. Go to the next, please. And the XE series is not just bigger, not just the screen going bigger. We actually use a better LCD. That means that the resolution of the screen is bigger. So you don't get bad screen. You don't get a bad screen when you have a bigger screen. Well, sorry. You don't get bad image when you have bigger screen. I mean, your image quality is upgraded when you get a bigger screen. So there's you're not affected by the bigger screen. And when you can note that the 1024 x 768 resolution, it applies to 9-inch to 15-inch. So the 9-inch is actually the latest model that we push out. So with the same resolution but at 9-inch, you can imagine that on a 9-inch model, that the resolution, the actual DPI number of the model will be very, very high, which means that the picture on a 9-inch 8XE model would be very, very crisp and high quality. And I think we have one 9-inch model sample that's on display, so you guys can take a look at later. Next, please. Yeah, so the XE series, as I said, it's an even upgrade from the IE series. So now it features a 1 gigahertz CPU computation power. So even on all the speed test, benchmark tests, it performs even better than the IE series. That's I'm sure that's not a surprise. It will work a lot faster. But the thing is that we're trying to push the limit of what the HMI can do. We're not just pushing the screen size bigger. We're trying to pack more power into the HMI because now the HMI nowadays is doing much more than just displaying the picture, just the switches. No, it's not just a switch anymore. It's doing communication, or now you can attach maybe cameras and it's a maybe interface for for SCADA systems. So we want to pack more computation power to it. And XE series, like the higher end models, the XE series can do just that because it has enough power for you to enjoy all the good features that the HMI can provide. And next, please. Yeah. And on the 9-inch model, it actually uses a different kinds of LCD than the previous generations. So the XE series at 9-inch, it can give you a wider angle. So on the side views, it's 70 degrees on both ways. So usually in the older models, you worry about the orientation, whether you want to install it on the right or 90 degrees or 180 degrees. With the XE series at 9-inch, it's less of a problem now because our LCD can support a much wider viewing angle. Next one, please. Yeah, and about all the protections and the power isolation, the features, these are all the standard. Like I said, we consider like a standard because we're an HMI maker. We know the HMI is to use in factories, and the conditions may be bad. The water, the corrosion, high heat. So these also built into the XE series, including the UL certification. And you can refer to your catalog again with the XE series specs. Yeah. Okay, so one page, please. So people wonder, what if I want 17, 20, 22, 30? My TV at home is 55. Can I use it with my HMI? I have a report log in my assembly line. I want to show instructions. 15 inches is not enough. So what to do now? So here at Weintek, we came up with a solution for people with this kind of questions. It's called the MTV series. MTV, the machine TV. So we combine the machine with the TV that you see on the sideways. So TV can go now maybe 60 inch, 70 inch. It can go as big as, or even a projector. You can go as much as 100 inch in a projector. So basically, in our MTV, we pack the same kind of HMI capability in a small box. It's actually much smaller than a traditional HMI. In a smaller box, and we send the display signal via HDMI to an external display. So HDMI it's almost a standard for HD video and audio output. So that's what we support. Our HMI now supports the HDMI output. So the screen can be enlarged to however you imagine. So there's no limit to the screen size nowadays. And we still can support some touch function for some touch monitors. You can still use the USB to connect to it, and you can enjoy like a big screen touch HMI. All right. So that's about the MTV series, and it sits in a small control box, and like you see right in there, the same size, very small. So those three, the IE, the XE, the MTV, those were the focus key products that combines, that has our most advanced knowledge. It has the best features that we provide now. But also, we provide some choices, because we know that there are people who just want the switches. They just want a few buttons and just communicate with very simple models of PLC. So we have the solution for that too. So we call it the choice for the economy model. It's the IP series. The IP series of course has a lower spec. It has something that I can list out for you. It still have built-in flash, the RTC. It has the IP65 splash-proof panel. Those are still there. And if you use Siemens S7300, the MPI at 187.5K communication is still there. It has power isolation. But you note that the COM port is different. You have fewer COM ports. The CPU is at the previous generation's grade, so 400 megahertz, and it only has small size. Only has small size for it. And most important of all, it supports the software supports. It's with the EB8000, the EasyView 8000. So we talked about Rock talked about the EasyView Pro. So now we have two lines of software support for our models. We put our most advanced, most powerful, and most innovative features in the EasyView Pro. So that's, of course, as I said, the most powerful goes to the IE series, the XE, the MTV. So these series enjoys all the wonderful features, software features with EasyView Pro. But with IP, then it has the basic functions. It works almost the same way with the basic functions. But it uses the EB8000. So you will notice that there is the software limitations of the economy model. So basically, we have these distinctions for our different series of models. But this is for your information that there is a choice for economy models when you need it. All right, can I have the next, please? Okay, so the XE series, the XE, the IE, MTV, even the IP series, those are the traditional, I call it traditional waves, traditional HMI. So traditional HMI, it has a motherboard, it has a screen. MTV doesn't have a screen, but the screen is actually in the HDMI, so it still has a screen. The Weintek, in this past 2 years, we have been developing a very different kind of HMI technology. It's in light of the kind of like a cloud concept that has been going around, because we put everything in the clouds. We use Dropbox, we use Google Drive. Now the internet is everywhere. So we're taking that route to kind of make a connection of our HMI series to the cloud concept of the HMI, and I'm going to explain it in a few minutes. So let's just look at the one video. Our CMT series, give you kind of a short idea of the CMT series. Okay, so what do we see there? We see clouds, and we saw iPad maybe, and Android maybe. Okay, so like I just said, this is a very different kind of architecture for the HMI. The whole architecture is very different. So traditionally, HMI, we have a motherboard. So we have the board, we have a display up to the screen, and the whole thing is packed together, and you have the HMI machine, right? And then you use, you connect your PLC and your mouse or whatever. Okay, but now the CMT is different. It's very different. The CMT architecture focuses on a server, a CMT, we call it a CMT server. CMT server is the center of everything. So CMT server, it doesn't have a screen. So how do you access it? You can access it many ways. You can access with your laptop. We have CMT viewer. We have viewer that's on a laptop. We have viewer on iPad. You have viewer on your Android. So you can use CMT viewer to view the CMT server. But what does CMT server do? The CMT server basically does everything that the HMI does. So all the computations, the communications, so everything is still in CMT SVR, but it doesn't have the screen. To view it, you use a CMT viewer that's available on many platforms to view the CMT. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. You are not fixed to one screen. You are not fixed to your machine. That's literally. I mean, you are not fixed to it. You don't have to be in front of your CMT server to be able to control it. You can be anywhere. You can either be from here to there. You can be here or in my hotel room or in your office or in the United States, in Taiwan. So that's extension, of course. So the CMT architecture, we separate the whole communication and computation boards with the viewing part and the viewing and control. So viewing, control with the communication is different. You have you're two separate entities. Okay. Like I said, so use the CMT viewer. It's a program that's available on PC. So on your computer PC, Windows 7, Windows 8, or iPC, of course. On your Android, the Android tablet, you see your Android tablet, your iPad, your Android phone, all of these. You can see if you want to go online, you will find it in the Google Play Store, on the iOS Store. So CMT viewer is the key to view, to check out, to control your CMT server machine. Yeah. So like I said, where does the flexibility come from? This is a sample of the CMT viewer, how it will look like in your computer, for example. So you can actually simultaneously, at the same time, view many different CMT server. I mean, maximum now is 3, but you can view 3 at the same time. So for example, we have 3, controlling. One maybe is controlling the camera, one controlling the light, one doing the projectors. I can control all of them here at my spot with the CMT viewer. Okay, so this 1 to many, 1 to n, 1 to 3 control is one of the kind of a key characteristic of the CMT architecture. It's a kind of new HMI, kind of new way of accessing the HMI. Okay. The CMT. So, like I stressed so many times, the whole architecture centers around the server, CMT server. So we can access it. We access it with external devices. The real examples here is the iPad, the PC, the Android, the panel PC, installing on Windows, of course, and a machine called the CMT IV5. It's also a panel. It's a 9-inch panel. So it runs. It is provided by Weintek. It's one of our products. So for those who still need the actual screen in their factories, we have CMT IV5. So it basically works like real HMI, but it's running the CMT viewer using the newer technology. So the first key point, the CMT, it supports multiple platforms. Many platforms can access the CMT server doing control very easily. Okay, the second part, like I said, the flexibility. While I'm here, I can control many different CMT servers on a plan. Also, the same way can do oppositely. Many different people can control the same machine at the same time. Of course, the access control has to be programmed. Like, let me give you an example. You can have, for example, that machine. It could be viewed by, let's say I'm a manager and there's a operator and a center control. They can be all viewing the same machine at the same time, but they may be viewing different pages. I'm viewing the status control. The operator is viewing the buttons, the actual activation switches. And the central control room is only viewing the report and data. We can all be accessing the same machines on the platform, but we don't have to fight for user access. We are just getting the data what we need. That as a different user with different user access. So, like I said, there's one to N. One person can, at the same time, simultaneously control 3 different CMT SVR. Also, three people can also access the same CMT SVR at the same time. And that's the flexibility that our CMT series is providing to increase the monitoring and control efficiency in your factory, in your network. Oh, this is what I just said. But there's one more point on this, is that CMT SVR, we can kind of combine it with the programs on your PC. Like I said, the programs works on PC as well. So you can access it and then get the data very quickly, and then do the analysis on your PC and then port it to different software very easily, because our software it's not only just an HMI now. It's not just HMI, just viewing. We can take the data in and then organize it for it to be used for other applications, for example, analysis or display to other places. Please. The second key part is related to the flexibility, because the iPad, the Android, There's no wire to it. So by the nature of this, you are using a wireless access to access your HMI. So this is an inherent flexibility that you get, the freedom to access the HMI from anywhere. So anywhere on the platform, anywhere in the country. So wireless access is also a key point when we discuss the CMT SVR architecture. So it's common, it's available on all platforms that we currently see in the market. Okay. Yeah, like I said, this flexibility thing makes it more efficient. You're looking at more than one at the same time, so you don't have to run to the wrong place just to check each machine. You get your alarms on your same iPad, and you don't have to physically be there to check the alarms. Next, please. Okay. So CMT solution 3, called the Modbus communication gateway. This is actually not limited to the CMT SVR. But we want to use the CMT SVR to kind of emphasize how this basically makes your life easier. So what is the Modbus communication gateway? Basically, the strength of our HMI, including the CMT SVR, is that we can communicate with a lot of the market PLCs. So not limited to the PLC brands that we see here. There are more than others. If you look at our manuals you'll be surprised when you see our communication manual. It's like 500 pages because we support so many PLCs. The important brands, famous brands, not so famous brands, small brands, you name it. So our strengths are being able to communicate with these PLCs, and we add another feature which allows another client we allow our HMI to work as a server tool, basically the Modbus server, and allow another client to connect to our HMI via Modbus to get data for the PLC. So for example, my CMT SVR, it communicates with a Panasonic FP, anyway, FP Sigma, whatever, FP Sigma. But I have a computer program which doesn't have the FP Sigma. It doesn't have the driver or anything, doesn't know, but it needs the data on the Panasonic PLC. So what can we do now? Our HMI can now kind of be a bridge for this. So at the same time, our HMI has a communication protocol with the Panasonic. So after some mapping, so you basically just need to know, which address you want and map to which address in Modbus. Modbus communication protocol is very popular, so you can find it very easily. So now your software can simply launch Modbus communication to the HMI and say I want 4x0, and then the Modbus will basically, the HMI will help you get the data from the Panasonic PLC and then return it to your software. So now your software doesn't have to worry about how to communicate with Panasonic PLC. You just need to do, and it works with any PLC. Panasonic is just an example. So that's how we expand this capability. We call it the Modbus gateway. So it's a gateway to all your PLCs, as long as you have the Modbus built into you. And Modbus is so readily available that everyone, almost this is basically the first thing that the program can support. So the Modbus communication gateway. So it helps the client side, the ERP program, for example, or another SCADA program system of the computer. It can now connect to the end PLC, even though first it's not directly connected. Second, even though it doesn't have the right communication protocol in the software, now it's able to do direct communication via our Modbus gateway. Okay. So that's kind of like a short overview of the CMT series. And last but not least, I always emphasize how the software is our strength. Even the communication, the drivers, it's the software. It's the software that makes our product unique from other brands of HMIs. It's a software, not only the communication, but also a lot of different features that we keep engaged in developing every day. Well, because I work in the research and development team, I work with them, even though I'm the application engineer. We're in the research and development team, so I see these actions going on every day. New features, bug fixes, so we're constantly engaged in making our product, our software, especially our software, easy to use and bug-free, and basically the best software in the industry to use. So EasyView Pro is the center of our, basically all our features are in the EasyView Pro. So EasyView Pro, because there are just too many, I cannot go over. You probably need like 3 days to go over all the functions. But a lot of them are very self-explanatory. So the tags, the bar graph, lamps, numbers, blah blah. Okay, but I'm just gonna highlight a few maybe features that if you haven't, maybe you haven't used EasyView Pro or you haven't used EasyView, there are some interesting functions that we probably provide. For example, first for the macro. The macro, you can write macro functions. So if you have done a little bit of programming before, like C, C++, we have a very, very easy to use macro function. Basically, it complements all the functions that we don't have yet. So you can mix and match different actions, get data, get PLC data, and then move to another PLC. You can move data from Delta to Panasonic and then to Mitsubishi. And you can do all of these with a macro function. It's quite easy to use, and we have a full manual for helping you, and we have strong technical support team to get you done with your project. And also the recipe database. So compared to the old ways of dealing with recipe data, in EasyView Pro and so forth with the newer machines, we have a database version of the recipe management. So because you will, as you go, you will see the power of the database. Maybe some of you have used the MySQL server. These are the database. These are the database functions of the software. So the recipe database allows you to take advantage of these database functions. So you can easily insert data, insert records, and then you can go to one record and then change it, delete it. These, instead of doing it manually, you keep track of your recipe number. It's recipe number 5334. Now you can use text. You can use functions, to search for data and then delete them, for example. So recipe database allows you to do that, and this is one of our key features for the EasyView Pro. And online simulation, of course, you don't have to worry about whether when you buy an HMI, it won't work afterwards, because we provide an online simulation. So on your computer, you can simulate computer as a HMI and then connect to PLC and see if it works. And this is an old function, but this is a very important function in my opinion, that how our HMI has an edge over some other competitors. Of course, and there is data transfer, data sampling, event log. These are mentioned in the video. Recently, we have USB camera. So USB camera works on our HMI for real-time monitoring, and I think we will see a demo very soon. Barcode, QR code, these are the, as I said, we keep innovating. We want to support the most advanced industry use of HMI. So many functions that if you have questions you can ask later. Yeah, so functions, not just functions, you can make very nice projects out of our EasyView Pro. These are some sample projects that we did, and this is from last year, 2014, for demonstration. Like these are all done by our team. We can do very nice projects, and it makes the HMI very presentable. Okay, so we can browse through a few of the projects. So this is the hot water heater, and next one, please, and the filtration system. So as long as we have proper graphics, and we can make the project very nice. Okay. Yeah, and air conditioning system. So it uses many different features like bar graphs and different graphs. So still have to mention a little bit about the communication features. We support many drivers, more than 250 industry drivers that are on the market. So the ABB backnet, backoff can open so many Delta, Weintek, especially Omron, Panasonic, Yokogawa, Niskawa, Panasonic. Okay, and there's one special part. On this page, I'm gonna highlight a different part. It's called a tag PLC. We support, nowadays there are more PLCs. They're using tags. They're not using old addresses. They're not just always D0, D1, M0, M1, DT0. Now they use tag. You can have meaningful names for your addresses, and that makes accessing hard, because you can have all the different names, right? So, but we have solved that problem. So for tag PLCs, we support them. We support them one by one. So for example, the first one that started was the Allen Bradley, the Rockwell. They have the tags, so we can import their tags, and you can use the tag to access PLC. And probably one of the most popular recently, the Siemens, the S7 1200, use tags as well, and we can take their tags, import the tags into the EasyView Pro, and then you can just label the tag to your numbers, to your switches, and it works just like that. So S7 1200 Siemens tag PLC, it's probably you'll probably get a lot of questions on that. Not only the PLC drivers, it's easy to communicate between our HMI. We call it using the remote HMIs. And communication-wise, we support a pass-through, of course, for many brands of PLCs. And last but not least, the Modbus gateway, which I talked about when we talked about the CMT series. So we have a very, very strong communication feature suite that is our strength as an HMI manufacturer. All right, next please. So beside that, we have a number of good utilities for using the EasyView Pro. Okay, so when things goes wrong, you use the Easy Diagnoser to check out a problem. So one day maybe you might call me on my email to ask why can't I communicate with some driver. I'll probably ask you to open your Easy Diagnoser and then give me a report of Diagnoser. So we have these features that built into our EasyView Pro, so that it's easier for you to use and easier for everyone for us to help you, and then for you to work on your project. So it makes everything a lot easier. So simulator, easy access, easy download, easy converter, the VNC project, or easy backup server. So you can back up your data, your events, your alarms to your PC, and then you can change it to Excel and then upload it to somewhere. So all of these functions, we have all these functions that works very, very well. And last but not least, the new addition to this is our Easy Access 2.0. This is the latest remote access technology that we just introduced this year, and I'm going to share with you more about this in the future, in a moment. Sorry, not in the future. I think we're going to take a break for now.